I'm telling all y'all supervisors on y'all, all y'all hoes down to the cubicle job. First of all, I know over half of y'all just got to work. Okay, supposed to be there at 9. It's 10 o'clock. Y'all just got to work with y'all food. Talking about good morning. Good morning. The way I trained y'all to. And then y'all probably got to work at about 9:30. Supposed to be there at 9. All right, I'm gonna give you the 9:45 to eat your food. But then you literally are supposed to like start bulldozing through your work to make up for the fact that you was 30 minutes late and you came in there with food. And then now you got the nerve to have your computer screen turned this way and one earbud in this ear so your supervisor won't hear you, and the people that walk past your cubicle this way can't see what you're doing, or you got your computer turned down real low doing your work like this so you could try to hear what's going on. If you down in your cubicle right now, down in your job, please put me in the chat. I'm trying to see something. Right, and Rio, I'm gonna close this door because I gotta give these people a morning show. Y'all making too much noise. But if you is down to the job right now in your cubicle, please put me in the chat. Somebody said, please stop clocking my teeth. Please stop talking about me. Let me tell y'all something. I appreciate y'all and thank y'all so much for rocking with me this morning. I love that we are a family and that I can be honest with y'all. I just ain't have it in me yesterday, Funky Bunch. I didn't sat up on that phone from Monday until yesterday. I had said in my mind that I was going to dedicate 2 hours in the morning to dealing with my aunt's affairs, and those 2 hours I've been 8 to 2 o'clock has been what it's been, and it really wore me out yesterday because I did an 8 to 2 shift and got absolutely nowhere. I did an 8 to 2 shift of just chasing my tail or whatever. But long story short, I called them this morning and I was able to get her a 10 o'clock appointment for Monday. And I'm so glad that I did not fly down there tomorrow like I planned on doing, to bam on that bitch though, because I really would have been mad because that lady told me the doctor ain't even in on Friday. Could y'all imagine if I went down to Miss Conviva after spending 600 and some odd dollars on a flight, getting up, having a 7 o'clock flight? Baby, if I would have flown down to Miss Conviva and when I would have gotten there, they would have said medical fish was not in there. I gave my auntie my old Honda Civic, baby. I would have had to drive that Honda Civic through them people windows. Baby, y'all would have seen my license plate number all in the camera on Channel 7 News as the tail of my car sticked out them people lobby doors. That is how much I would have snapped. And now I understand, I'm going to be honest with you. While I think that Tyler Perry movie with Taraji P. Henson, whatever it was called, while I think that it was super over dramatic and it condensed what somebody probably goes through in a month into one day, I completely understand how people lose their shit in public. I completely understand how people lose their SHIT in public. So last thing on my aunt, yesterday was a bad day. Remember I told y'all she was doing better. She had a bad day yesterday, but that was primarily to her blood sugar being low because she's not eating or whatever. And her not eating is, she's fighting an uphill recovery coming off of this sepsis. She ate, she couldn't taste it. All of those are side effects of the sepsis that she is battling. So, I'm confident that if we just keep nursing her back to health, she sticks to her medicine regimen and eventually starts eating and starts moving, that she will be all right. But I have come to the conclusion that I need to speak with the doctor. I need the doctor to look at her. I need to tell the doctor what she's capable of doing and what she's not capable of doing. And I need to let the doctor advise me, do they think home health care is the best route for her? Or do they think a temporary assisted living is best for her? Either way, when I was driving to get something to eat yesterday, I'm pretty proud of myself because I identified the fact that I can't do this. I can't do it. And For a lot of you guys out there that are caretaking, especially in the Black community, we have this thing about, I'm not going to put mama in a home, or I'm not going to put so and so in a home or whatever. And first of all, we got to remove the negative stigma off of a home, right? And I read something many years ago that said culturally, we try so hard to not put our people in a home, and we don't realize because we don't have the expertise to care for them that we're actually doing them a disservice by not putting them in a medical facility that is equipped to handle their specific needs. It pains me that I look in on my aunt right now and she's just laying in the bed stewing in sickness. She's just laying in the bed stewing in sickness, and there legitimately is nothing I can do or anyone else can do. And with that being said, in this moment, I do believe that it is better for her to be either in an assisted living facility or with a home health aide by her side. And it gives me peace of mind being 10 hours away drive, knowing that, okay, somebody with a medical background is there with her. I don't have to be over here on pins and needles. And it leaves me with my brain wide open to do what it is I'm doing so I can continue to support the family. I think that one thing that has made this situation bearable for me is that, I do have, the financial wherewithal, um, to handle some of these things. And I just feel bad for the person that works that job, that can't get off of work, that don't have the extra money. Like, listen, my flight last week was $600. The flight that I booked to go down there tomorrow is $600. I had to, buy medical stuff to get it. And it's a lot. And I recognize the fact that I'm blessed that I'm able to just do it at the drop of a dime like that and not have to wait on a doctor's orders to get a medical stool or a walker or all these different things. Although I do want a Medicaid reimbursement if I'm eligible for one. That's another conversation for another day. But shouts out to all the caretakers out there. And, just reevaluate, getting your people some assistance or putting them in a nice assisted living home, if you or they have the insurances to do so. And shouts out to everybody out there who is the financial backbone of their families. And that was the biggest thing I always tell my family. I'm like, y'all have to protect me at all times. And if you're in my position, don't feel ashamed to tell your family members that y'all have to protect me at all times. Because if I go down, the whole house of cards comes down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am the only one, like on my mom's side of the family, I am the only one that got two nickels to rub together. The only one. So if I go down, everybody goes down. Moving right along. Y'all don't forget, and I'm feeling a little good because I had my coffee this morning with my sugar, my marijuana infused sugar. Real talk, this is what y'all need to take down to the job house and keep this in y'all cubicle. When y'all do y'all coffee, put your 2 teaspoons of this right there. It'll give you what you need to deal with office fish. Because y'all know we all got that one bitch down to the office that's always bothering people. Use promo code Funky20 on Mika's Treats to get all your edible situations. Last but not least, Legra was supposed to come on the show last night. I don't know what y'all doing. Listen, y'all running Legra. They said the screen went black. That's got to be a YouTube thing. It's not me. It's not on me. My screen's showing. My screen's showing, y'all. Can everybody see me? If you can see me, put yes in the chat. Okay. I guess it's whoever screen went black. That's supposed to be on y'all side. I guess, listen, Legra say she about to quit. Legra say she about to quit. Legra say between y'all booking the cruise and between y'all booking Dominican Republic, and let me be honest with y'all, like, I don't try to be in people's pockets. I was like, damn, Legra, we didn't push the Dominican Republic news out into kind of later than I thought we would. I was not expecting a lot of y'all to come to Dominican Republic, especially knowing that we got another cruise, you know what I'm saying, not too many months after it. But baby, the Legra's still trying to find a property to accommodate us, because and Funky Bunch, like, I didn't think it would get better than the cruise girls, but I'm starting to think the Dominican Republic crew is finna really give the cruise girls a run for their money, because Legra said just about every person that's signing up for Dominican Republic trying to get a swim up room. And that's the problem. So the first hotel she had us at, she thought with the amount of swim up rooms that they had, that would have been able to accommodate us. Nope, y'all don't went down there and flooded them people rooms at. So she said, okay. So she was like, give me 2 or 3 days to find another property with enough swim up rooms. Then another cluster of y'all hoes came through, want swim up rooms. So I told Legra, this next time when we move it and we find enough, we just gonna have to turn off the swim up rooms. We just gonna have to turn off the swim up rooms. So I'm saying that to say this. If you think you and your homegirl gonna want a swim up room, you need to put your bid in like right now. And y'all know I'm not one of those people that try to rush for y'all to sell anything. But I'm telling y'all, we can't, there's only but so many resorts in the Dominican Republic, and we're not going to be able to move it again. So if you are one of those people that you think you're going to want a swim up room, you better put your bid in now, because we're not moving resorts again. We got to lock everybody rooms in, lock the excursions in, so on and so forth. So that's that on that. All right, y'all, what's going on? I leaned forward and the dates came through. Baby, I must be magic. All right. Let's get into the show. So, when I ask y'all what y'all want to talk about tonight, somebody put a very good question in the show, and she put, Funky, I didn't even talk about what makes a well-rounded friend group. And I said, you know what? That is a really good question. And I said I wasn't going to think about it. And I said that I was going to just try to answer it off the cuff. And then I thought about it. It don't have to be off the cuff. I'm just going to answer it using my friend group, my core friend group. I think what makes my core friend group a great friend group is that we got people from high end and low end. We got people in my friend group with high education to just high school diploma. We got people in my friend group who are corporate beasts, who like excel in corporate, down to entrepreneurs on this side. My friend group is made up of various ages, various socioeconomic backgrounds. One thing I can say about my core friend group is that we are not a monolith. Now, when I graduated college and my first go around in Atlanta, those earlier years, my friend group was a monolith. We were all same age, college educated, same income range. Most of us were in the Divine Nine. Most of us were from the South. Most of us, you know what I'm saying? Like we were a monolith. But as I've gotten older and I lived a little, somebody put low end. Yes, bitch. I got low end friends, and all my friends, I don't need none of y'all calling my phone talking about, well, bitch, am I the low end bitch? If you even think that bully hit you, if you even gotta be like, oh, I wonder if he talking about me, or if it's in your spirit to be like, now which bitch he talking about in the friend group? Low end is you bitch, you, because I know what they say. If you throw a rock into a pack of dogs, the one that holler is the one you hit. Okay, the one you. If you throw a rock into a pack of dogs, the one that holler is the one you hit. Okay. So, you might be the low end friend, but look, we love you. We love you enough for me to even talk about you. Down to the show. But I think it's very important that you have high, low, intermediate, educated, dumb, entrepreneur, 9 to 5. We got some with raggedy cars. We got some with good cars. We got some with no cars. We got a bitch with a car on a donut. And I'm going to tell you something. And I hate to keep referring to people as a low end, but it's funny. It's real funny. Tell the truth, Funky Bunch. Tell the truth. Your low-end friends be more fun than your bougie friends. Your low-end, if you have more fun with your low-end friends, put low-end in the chat. Baby, my low-end friends, oh my God, it is so rude calling somebody low-end, but it's funny. It's the sugar coffee that's going to have me calling my friends low-end. Put low-end. I love, especially when I'm in Miami, I love going around my low-end friend's house that's on Section 8 and get stamps. Oh, baby, I got this one friend. I ain't going to say her name. My friend, she cooks so good. Every time you pull up around her house, it be like 5, 6 people on the porch. Okay. Food always be good. And the old school music coming off the side of her house from the DJ speaker be even better, baby. I love my low-end friends. My high-end friends, I don't like going around their house. Their house is sterile, it's boring. They kids too well behaved. I like little kids that like to run out and dance and do little disrespectful shit in the living room while grown people talking. And you have to tell them to take their ass back in the room, but you really like what's going on. I like little projected friends that run out and tell their mama business. You know what I'm saying? Them the little kind of little projected kids that I like. That's why I like going to my low-end friends' house. They always had a good food. They other low-end friends that ain't friends with you, but you kind of know, they have the best stories about their husbands and boyfriends cheating on them. They have the best stories. Or it's always a fight or some low-end drunken argument going on at your low-end friend's house. And I'm going to be very honest with you. My low-end friends ground me, because they don't give a damn about this funky Dineva stuff. They don't give a damn about what celebrity friend I know. They just want to know, because they ain't got no car somewhere. They just want to know, can I run them up to the store to get a Budweiser, bitch? And I love it. I love my low-end friends that don't got enough money for a whole bottle of liquor, but they go to the liquor store every day and get a beer and get them 2 minis. Y'all don't understand. I don't think y'all truly understand how much of a down home bitch I am. Baby, you give me a flip-flop, some cotton jersey shorts, and a wife beater, bitch, I fits in with the down home low-end people. Okay, baby, I love me some low-end people. Okay. The friends that smoke 2 Lucy's and then got the nerve, they get the little Fireballs or the little Bacardis that be at the register at the corner store that ain't even got no liquor license and shouldn't even be selling liquor, but that ain't none of our business. That's just a reflection of the time, baby. Low end. I will take my low end friends over you bougie bitches in a minute. And last but not least, before I move on, the one thing I love about my low end friends, when they call to borrow money, child, they just need $130. Okay. Low end friends just need $75. Low-end friends need to borrow them amounts of money that you be looking at and be like, girl, this is a retarded amount of money. Q, you got $33 I can hold until I get my check. Girl, how did you arrive at $33? How did you arrive at 33? Like they call you with them odd-ass numbers. Hey, I'm down here trying to pay my phone bill and I don't got enough on my card. I'm short $17. Can you just cash at me $17? And it just be like, girl, here go these 17. Who calls somebody and asks for $17? But I'd rather them than these bougie bitches be calling, talking about, child, me and my husband fighting. I can't ask him for no more money. You got $2,500. God damn, bitch. Can't you see I'm in the process of moving? I know you all on the Instagram and see I'm taking care of my auntie, bitch. You got $3,000 I can hold. God damn, bitch. I'm trying to go down here and file for divorce on this nigga. You got $4,500. God damn, bitch. Give me them low-end friends that need them $33. Okay. You know, the type of friends that when you on the way around their house, they're like, can you stop by churches and get a package, a box of chicken? Who does that? Your low-end friends. But I love them. Moving right along, guys, in a small adjacent political corner story. In a small political corner adjacent story, in reference to the Jeffrey Epstein files, the family of Ghislain Maxwell calls out the government over the Epstein files. So, in short, guys, her family wrote a letter citing that the government has broken their deal. You know, Ghislain agreed to cooperate and so on and so forth in exchange for somewhat of a reduced sentence. She's gotten 20 years. And now with Trump and the White House talking about the Epstein files don't exist and they were written by Comey, Obama, and Biden, her people are ready to tap dance with the Supreme Court. And while I think Epstein was a monster and so is Ghislain Maxwell, here is what is true tea. If the Epstein files don't exist, this lady need to be let go. And granted, I know they got her on other charges of recruiting the girls and all of this type of stuff. But if them files don't exist, and if this lady is in prison largely for being a co-conspirator in what is in those alleged files, if those files don't exist, then her crimes don't exist. If the files don't exist, then her crimes don't exist. And I can't believe I'm sitting here on the side of advocating for letting her out, because whenever you messing with underage girls and stuff, that type of stuff is dead ass wrong. But if the files don't exist, then her crimes don't exist. I'm sorry. As much as I don't want her out of jail for what she did, if that's the role, you got to see it through all the way through. If this the game y'all gonna play, y'all got to let that lady out of jail. It can't just be not true over here in the corner. If it's over here in the corner, if it's not true, the whole thing got to be not true. You can't lock this lady up based on crimes that are connected to these files, but then say the files are not true. Y'all got to let that lady go. Y'all got to let that lady go. That's just all to it. That's all we got in the political corner. Meg the Stallion. This was not the story I wanted to do, but it popped up. Meg the Stallion don't pop that with this man. She don't pop that with this man. She done pop that with Klay Thompson. Here's the thing. You know, I'm not a woman. And I'm not a celebrity woman. I think that I've had this conversation before with Tamar. I think I've had it with Claudia Jordan before. And I think me and Quad have talked about it before. And I can't relate to it. Now, I've also had this conversation with some of my gay male friends. And warning, I'm just speaking from the perspective of men. We don't necessarily know, but this is the conversation that me and some of my gay man friends have had. We said, you know, we feel like these women jump out there and be public with their relationships because society tells women or signals to women that you ain't nothing if you ain't got a man, and that they just be dying to let the world know, I got somebody and I got a man, and look, I got a man and I'm worthy of marriage and all of these things. Again, I'm a man. I can't speak to the pressures that women feel, and I also can understand wanting to celebrate your love. But I don't remotely, I don't remotely have the level of celebrity that Meg the Stallion and some of these other people have. And it was just a no-brainer that my relationship was just not up for internet. It was just a no-brainer. And and it's funny because I look at the level of hate that I get on the internet alone, on the level that I am in, and I could not imagine, um, I couldn't imagine y'all like being in my relationship business and that being fodder for YouTube. I could not imagine y'all knowing who he was and then being all in his social media and then coming up with conspiracy theories about what's going on, and then he tweets something or writes something and then y'all be, oh, funky not even relationship on the rocks. Funky not even boyfriend was in Dominican Republic, but Funky not even was in Miami. Ooh, they must not be going to get, like, I just could not imagine. I could not imagine that my home life is so amazing because the public is not involved in it. But maybe when you're two celebrities this big, that's inevitable. My boyfriend is a regular 9 to 5 or whatever. I don't know. It just mm, I like this for Megan, but um I'm gonna be honest with you. It's giving. I couldn't wait to jump out here with a light skinned cute nigga. It's giving. I couldn't wait to jump out here with a light skinned cute nigga to give these hoes something to talk about. And I hope it lasts, but it's Hollywood and it's giving 12 months from now. He not gonna be here. Um, don't you have no baby from him. You better look at the hell Cardi B going through. Daughter, Lauren, baby, use your head. Okay? The joy of your life don't need to be in Zion. Don't you have no baby from him. The quickest way to lose a man is to do what, daughter? Is to have a baby from him. We're going to move on. But congratulations to Meg the Stallion and that light-skinned man. Delta Airlines. Delta trying to pull it. Delta is quietly testing a new AI system that would kill set ticket prices. Instead, you will pay whatever the airlines thinks you personally can afford. Critics says it's price discrimination, and Delta says it's smart pricing. Let me tell y'all what happened to me 2 days ago. When did I book my ticket? 2 days ago to Miami. Because the hub of Delta is in Atlanta, I always go on Delta first. And then the hub, one of the hubs for American is in Miami. So if I can't get a Delta flight, I go to an American flight. On Tuesday, when I booked my flight for Miami, or yesterday, whatever day that was, I think it was yesterday, when I booked my flight for Miami on Friday, Delta said 591, either 591 or 691. I think it said 691. I said, okay, just is what it is. Tell me why I went to American Airlines website and the plane tickets were the same exact amount. And I was like, see, y'all doing something. It's something y'all doing in these computers with my cash or something that has never happened to me in my life, that the number at the next airline was the exact same number. It's been in the same range. It's been in the same range, but not the same exact number. So whatever they're talking about in this article, they've been doing it. All the airlines been doing it. Something is going on. Something is going on. And it's not cool. It's not cool. And this whole using it to pay what it thinks you could afford. How about just go back to the price being the price? Can we just do that? Like, how about we just standardize the shit and just say, make it based on how much gas them hoes using? Like, can we just go back to that? Let's just make it back to how much gas. So a flight from Atlanta to Miami is 300. A flight from Miami to New York is 375. A flight from Atlanta to California is 500. Can we just standardize it? Can we just standardize it and be done? Okay. All this up and down with the flights, that's ridiculous. Because all I'm gonna do is book my flight from my auntie phone. All I'm gonna do is go around my low-end friend house. I'm gonna go around my low-end friend house and I'm gonna use her IP. Because the only thing she been looking up on her computer is Walmart deliveries and when her stamps gonna hit. So I can afford $30. That's all I'm gonna do. Moving right along. Baby, look at Jennifer Love Hewitt. I have never in my life saw that little small old Jennifer Love Hewitt, that doggone curvy. Jennifer Love Hewitt, get it, girl. And when it's got, get some Jennifer Love Hewitt, get it, girl. Get it, girl. Look at it. Listen, Jennifer Love Hewitt in there stacked like a black woman. And I'm going to tell you what I want for white Hollywood. What I want for white Hollywood, I want to see them now embracing the white actress with this shape, but I want them to dress her the way they dress Sarah Jessica Parker in Sex and the City. Let's embrace, and I'm going to tell you something. Black women and the black society as a whole, we've been embraced thickness, meat on their bones. Honest and truthfully, white women, y'all should be begging for more of this. Y'all honestly should be begging for more of this and more representation like this. That way it would take some of that pressure off of y'all to always be rail thin and to eat carrots and eat celery. And I want to tell you something else. You may not believe me. You watch and see Jennifer Love Hewitt end up getting more acting roles shaped like this than she does being rail thin. And here is why. There's going to be a lot of roles that call for this look. Or there are going to be a lot of roles that she's going to stand out in this look. With her being rail thin, she just every brown hair, skinny, thin, petite girl in Hollywood. With her being rail thin, ain't no difference between her and Anna Kendrick and Emma Stone. Okay, they all you know what I'm saying? Like, this makes you stand out and it gives you a little bit of diversity. And look, I love it. And this is at the premiere of I Know What You Did Last Summer. I love it. Step into playing more mature roles, play those mom roles. I would love to see Jennifer Love Hewitt like this. Ooh! Y'all, let's do this real quick. Let's cast a white waiting to exhale. Let's cast a white waiting to exhale. If we were casting a white waiting to exhale, who would Jennifer Love Hewitt be? I'm thinking she could play Bernadine. She giving me a she giving me a Bernadine energy. If we were casting a white waiting to the youngest one, so she would have to be Robin. She would have to be Robin. Okay, so let's start with this. Let's start with Bernadine. Who are all the candidates to play Bernadine? They got to be fierce. They got to have attitude. They not to be played with. Who would be the white Bernadine? I'm trying to think who would give them hoes the business as Bernadine. And that's white. No, it's Glenn Close. She too old. Michelle Pfeiffer, Julie. Them hoes too old. Them hoes too old. Charlize Theron. I was Cameron Diaz, Charlize Theron, Demi Moore. Got it. Jaja Gabor, Demi Moore, Prince Diana, all them rich bitches. Demi Moore. Demi Moore. Demi Moore, Charlize Theron, Cameron Diaz. They could play Bernadine. They could play Bernadine. Jessica motherfucking Chastain, bitch. Jessica motherfucking Chastain. Demi Moore could play Savannah. Jessica Chastain is playing Bernadine. Demi Moore could play Savannah. All right, who gonna play Gloria? She got to have a little weight on her bones. Y'all stop calling out these old hoes. Oh, Margot Robbie got to play Robin. Margot Robbie playing Robin. Yes, God. Margot Robbie playing Robin. Margot Robbie, Jessica Chastain got to be in it. Fuck it, let's stud this bitch. Anne Hathaway. Okay, here we go. Jessica Chastain as Bernadine. Okay. Margot Robbie as Robin. Anne Hathaway as Savannah. And now we need a Gloria. Quiet as it's kept, and y'all gonna get mad with me. I'd let Amy Schumer play Gloria and make it. Scarlett Johansson could be in it. Jennifer Coolidge. Jennifer Coolidge. Melissa Carthy, Amy Schumer, or Jennifer Coolidge as Gloria. Yes, God. That would be good. Margot Robbie as Robin. I think I want to make Savannah Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, Anne Hathaway, you too pale. You too pale. Jessica Chastain as Bernadine. Margot Robbie as Robin. Scarlett Johansson as Savannah. They talking about somebody say we can't afford Scarlett. We're going to take it out of some of this fuel money, or she going to have to do it for us for $50,000 like Monique did Tyler Perry and Precious. And hopefully when it's time for our movie to get an Oscar, she don't go around talking bad on us. All right, guys. I was going to do this story about this Nigerian socialite that got bottom surgery, but we don't know her. Messy Boots. This husband and wife went down to the Coldplay concert and got caught. Listen, look at this.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
And they were having an affair.
What's your...
Baby went down to the Coldplay concert and they put the Jumbotron on the people. It was the astronomer CEO and CPO having an affair. And the lady next to the lady was another one of the workers and executives down to the office, baby. The whole office was aware that both of those people were married with children, having an affair down to the Coldplay. Yes, God, honey. When I tell you, this is a different type of lowdown. This is a different type of lowdown. Both of their significant others need to hire the same divorce attorney. That way they only got one episode of Discovery to do, and they need to take both of their ass to the cleaners. And then I've never been a fan of like board of directors removing people from their job because of what's going on in their personal life. But this is clearly, somebody said, please show it again. This is clearly an example of these people need to be removed from down to the job house. All three of them. Because I'm going to tell you what the issue is for me. The issue for me is not even that they having an affair, because grown people gonna hunch. The issue is for me that you guys were that lazy, that sloppy, that haphazard, that careless. And if your decision making is that careless in your personal life, then it's that careless in our professional life. Then look at her. She over there laughing like, well, bitch, I'm single, but she really want to be seen. Look at this one. Look at the friend on the side. She like it. Ooh, oh my God, they're busted. When she get to the office Monday morning, she gonna be like, girl, I been knew. I just couldn't say nothing, bitch. Oh, great. This HR calling me right now, girl. I hope I don't get fired. They need to fire your ass too. Messy boots. Messy boots, because you all, look at it. When you really shamed, you doing like this. You leave. I ain't never seen a bitch who was shamed like this. You was just doing that because you ain't want your supervisor. You ain't want. What is you hiding for? And she don't turn red as a beet. What is you hiding? You ain't there with no man. Your man home with the kids. What? You were supposed to be standing like this, with your hands on your hip while your backbone slip. What? Child, a hot mess. And now, because you want to be her messy friend, HR finna have all y'all gotta go. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think the friend should be fired? If y'all think the friend should be fired right along with them, put a fire in the chat. If you don't think she should be fired, put no in the chat. I think she should be fired too. I think she should be fired. If you close enough to be with them people at their game, you close enough to know that them people got husbands, wives, and kids. And the saddest part about shit like this, y'all be smiling up in these people's spouses' face down to these dinner parties and stuff, and then y'all do them like this. Somebody said, Q, do it again. She up there trying to be the prom queen on the Jumbotron. What is this doing, girl? The cheating is this big. The cheating is this big. I guess, honey. Moving right along. Young Miami says that she is a good mom for a whole lot of reasons that I don't think a lot of other moms would quantify as the bullet points that make you a good mom. But we're going to let the young lady talk. Take a listen.
I was in the gym and I was thinking like in a deep thought, and I was like, you are a product of your environment, and kids basically, based off of how they're raised is, what they grow up to become. And I was just thinking like, I am a great mom. Like when it comes to mom, outside of who I am as a person or as an entertainer, or just as in my dating life, as a mom, my daughter literally sees me working out literally like every day when I took her to school. and I put on my gym clothes. She's like, Mom, you going to the gym? Yeah. When she come home, I'm on the computer, I'm doing my work. If I'm not on the computer doing my work, I'm on the phone with Brittany talking about Carisha, please. I'm always talking about my red cups. Like she see me as a businesswoman and as a woman that work out. And I literally have to pat myself on the back because no matter who the f- I am as a person, I am a great mom behind closed doors.
So Carisha is my Miami sister. I'm not gonna go in on her. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because I'm gonna always ride for Miami. And I'm just gonna write it off at this. The little bit of shade that I am gonna throw is just that, girl, she's a city girl. She may not be the most articulate person. Granted, I think my daughter sees me work out, Carisha, when you said that it made me cringe all in my coochie. My daughter sees me work out. You know what I'm saying? And I think what I think Carisha, well, what I think more seasoned adults were looking for when you started talking about you being a good mom were traits and attributes that make you a good mom. I'm caring, I listen, I'm very nurturing, I feed my children healthy, I listen to my daughter, I feed her soul. I don't snap at my kids the way my parents used to snap at us. I think that those were the types of intrinsic traits that people were expecting Carisha to spout out, not my daughter sees me work out. I mean, and don't get me wrong, there was a way you could have said that as well. I think what Carisha meant when she said, my daughter sees me work out, is that my daughter sees me live an active lifestyle. She sees me not be lazy. She sees me take care of myself. My daughter sees me taking care of business as a woman who shouldn't depend on. I think, I think those were the things. I see y'all in the chat talking about she also gets pissed on. I'm just finna move because y'all finna send the show to hell. And this is a morning show. uh Rob Kardashian. Rob Kardashian says he has been single for 8 years since his daughter Dream's birth. I'm trying to be a good example. During the July 16th episode of Khloe Kardashian's Chloe in Wonderland podcast, Rob, 38, shared why he's choosing to remain single. I have a daughter. I'm trying to be a good example. I don't bring girls to the house. I don't have girls meet my daughter. He admitted, of course, I've dated and stuff, but I've never gotten serious and I wanted to serious or wanted to. My energy is just into Dream. Chloe chimed in teasing Rob might be a recluse, but let me tell you, Rob still gets around. While Rob confessed that he talks to people, he said, I'm not out here going on dates. I prefer none of that. He added, I probably should have fun. I just don't care to be dating nobody, honestly. Unless it just happens, it just hasn't. No, Rob, you fucked up the church's money. And either your mama went down to Miami and had the Haitian woo lady put a spell over your libido, or your mama got some type of contract with your ass in the safety deposit box that says, I will cut you completely off if you ever get in another relationship with a girl, because what you did, you really did change the trajectory of your family. And I will say this, you know how people are like, okay, this is going to sound very ugly what I'm about to say, but because China and Tokyo Tony were just from the other side of the tracks, I'm not going to lie to you. I think any reasonable person would be upset if their child procreated with somebody that was going to leave Tokyo Tony being their grandparent. I would have a fit if any of my siblings tied our family to Tokyo Tony. There is such a thing as bringing the family name down, and that's kind of what you did when you went out there and procreated with Black China, and your family's never going to live it down. But and that's no shade to China. I'm not trying to shade China, but it just is what it is. Y'all are from two different sides of the tracks, and as a result, now we're forever tied to this over here, and we don't like this. Trust and believe, them people was very nervous as hell when they thought you and China were gonna be something, and Tokyo Tony was gonna be at their Christmas parties in front of all their rich bougie friends, getting drunk, cutting up, telling people they could do you know what to her ass. I also think that Rob will always have trauma from being somewhat neglected because his sisters were the cash cow. Now, if I was Rob, the way I would flip it is, as a result of my sisters, I get up and do nothing. Like, I honestly think because the mama is over so much of their stuff, I'm not gonna lie to you. I honestly think the mama should be taking 10% of all their money and just giving it to Rob. I think that should honestly be the trade-off for the level of neglect that Rob has gotten. And then at least Rob gets to say, well, shit, bitch, I get to kick my feet up and do nothing and live good, which he gets to kick his feet up, do nothing and live good now anyway. But somebody said, who is worse, Tokyo Tony or Kanye? Kanye is probably worse, but Kanye elevated them. Kanye elevated them. Kim Kardashian got everything she set out to get by being with Kanye. It elevated them. Even she, now you're gonna pay on the front end or the back end, but you're gonna pay. She paid. She paid, and she's continuing to pay. But trust and believe, they needed Kanye. Kanye helped add a level of prestige to them children and to that doggone family. Moving right along. This story is about our Disney princess Skai Jackson's boyfriend being arrested, but I just wanted to put his picture up because he's so damn ugly. This boy is so damn ugly, and then got the nerve to have all that shit in his doggone mouth. And I just don't understand. You know what? This got to be one of those situations where this pretty dark-skinned young lady had to be color struck. I don't know how she ended up with this trout mouth mother effer that ain't got nothing going on. What does this boy do? Please, I'm gonna need one of y'all to tell me he's a big time multi-million-dollar streamer like DDG, or he is a some type of low league player. Please, y'all don't tell me that he just an everyday nigga. Please do not tell me he is just an everyday regular ass dude that just chill up at the corner store with Bingo in them. No. Where she even met him? See, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Her mama took her around her low-end friend house. I gotta add a caveat about the low-end friends. Low-end friends is only for adults, okay? And for kids who are above the age 18 and older. You can't take your children around your low-end friend house to play with her low-end children's, because little progenitor children will expose your children to things they ain't got no business being exposed to. Skai Jackson mama took her around her low-end friend house, and that's how she got introduced to these street boys, and she liked it because she was used to them Disney boys. That's what happened. She went around with her mama to them low-end friends. How somebody said 25 or older. I'm agreeing. Skai Jackson went to her low-end friend, her mom with her mama to her low-end friend's house, and he was one of the little boys in a low-end friend neighborhood that she had been playing with since she was like 15, 16, 14, 13. Always had a crush on them. And the crush with the low-end friend kids is cute when they little, but the crush carried over. Y'all seen her baby? I hope her baby not ugly. Anyway, y'all, that's the morning show. Look, I do have intentions on giving y'all an evening show tonight. I might have to pre-record it. I might have to pre-record the evening show because one of my old bosses, they're having a birthday dinner tonight, and it's at 6:30. It's right around the corner from my house. I don't want to go at 6:30 and leave at 7:30 and come home and do the show. But there also, if I get too busy with this stuff with my aunt, there also is a world where I don't do the show, but I either do it tomorrow morning or do it tomorrow night. but I am going to try to at least pre-record the show for tonight. Either way, somebody said just come to us late tonight. No, because I've been drinking by then. But either way, that's what's going on, y'all. Thank y'all for working with me. Let me just put it out there with what may be my upcoming travel schedule. You know, we may have to move some shows around from time to time until I get this thing with my aunt under control. But we gonna always be here. I may not come when you want me, but I'm always on time. With that being said, y'all hoes have a great afternoon, and I'll call y'all later. Bye.